Good morning to you, and happy Friday. Yes, you made it. Breathe. Now, I forgot to yesterday to say what I normally say on Thursday, which is if you, it's a good idea on Thursdays to try to wrap up some of those projects that you've got on the go, so that you're not in a panic on Friday afternoon. Now, if you're a regular viewer, then you already know this because I've been saying it for weeks now. Just wrap up whatever you can do so you're not in a panic today. So with any luck, you remembered that, and actually, if you're even luckier, you didn't have a whole lot of things to do to wrap up for today. So hey, you're winning. So enjoy the weekend. Let's wrap up this week's content, shall we? All right, who am I? I am Kitty Andrews with declutterthebrain.com, helping overwhelmed procrastinators and just basically people who are challenged with overwhelm and procrastination. I provide personalized decluttering solutions to them so that they can thrive in a calm and productive environment for life. That's the key. Is it's not just declutter and then have it come back. No, we always have more things to declutter, which is why many of my clients have been with me for 4 years. 4 years this month, as a matter of fact, when I ran my first webinar. So that is what I do, and we do a lot of physical decluttering, but also the other 4 pillars. Your heart, meaning your relationships, your habits, your health, and your head, hence the company name Declutter the Brain. And this week we've been talking about more of the mental part of it, beating the backslide. We all backslide. It's just going to happen. Many people won't even set goals because they're afraid of failure, or they're just too overwhelmed, don't know where to start. And you can insert your own goal into any backslide. I'm using decluttering as an example. The first thing that you want to realize, say that you've done a beautiful job decluttering on your home, with or without help, and and suddenly or you notice that this isn't going well. Realize that life happens. Yes, life happens. And it could be something in your marriage, something in your job, something in the family, whatever it is. Life happens, and we talk more about this on Wednesday, but don't beat yourself up about it. I'll just tell you that right now. Don't beat yourself up about it. You will look around and say, what the Hell happened here? Everything was so nice, and this happened to me, and I've mentioned it happened to me just recently, where it was hitting the fan, ladies and gentlemen, and I would drop things on the kitchen counter and say, okay, I'll deal with that, or I've got to remember to do that, and it turned into a war zone. But I bounced back, and that's what we're talking about. We're getting you to bounce back. Now, what can happen is if all of these things are happening around you, you may go into a bit of a depression, and that can bring on a backslide of clutter accumulating, or just not doing the habits like going to the gym, or if you're personal hygiene in extreme cases, and it's all clutter starts between the ears, whether it's physical clutter or mental clutter. So before you start to go, I'm no good, knock it off. Stop it, as Bob Newhart says. Stop it. Google that and you'll find it. Again, life happens. So you take yourself aside and say, all right, and talk to yourself like a 4-year-old if you need to. It's okay. Just do it in private, won't you? And say, okay, what happened? And Oh, well, okay, all of these, somebody passed. Yeah, I wasn't quite myself then. All right, you're cutting yourself some slack. And now you're in the rebuilding process. Look at what you were doing before to keep your place tidy, or your gym habits happening, or your eating habits, or whatever. What worked before? Well, I used to put things in the fridge as soon as I was done with them. Okay, well, start doing that again. Knock it off. Do it. How many things? One thing at a time. Say, for example, okay, I resolve to put things back in the fridge as soon as I'm done with them and not leave them on the counter. I resolve to give the counter a quick wipe when I'm done my breakfast, or something like that. Today we are we're running a little late here, and we still want to give you your Friday funny. Quickly, stronger together. If you have had a backslide, grab yourself an accountability. Could be a friend, could be a trusted family member, could be a coach. And I coach people through many things, and just don't try to do it alone. Reach out to somebody. Yes, Michael, reach out, and you will do just fine. Okay, your Friday Funny. The thanks to Darren Hardy, my mentor. A guy goes into the bar and he orders a martini, and he carefully removes the olive and he puts it into a jar that he's brought in with him. And after about an hour or so, the guy drinks fast. The jar is full, and he staggers out. And so a customer says to the bartender, "I've never seen anything that peculiar." Bartender says, "What's so peculiar about it?" His wife sent him out for a jar of olives. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, and then we go to Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's growing up in Austria, and his friends have a game where they're pretending to be famous composers. Liam says, "I'll be Handel." Okay. Franz says, "I'll be Schubert." Franz Schubert. And Arnie says, "I'll be Bach." Until Monday, when we talk about Speed Declutter 101, I know. Download your 7 easy steps to conquer your physical and mental clutter. And while you're there, go ahead, book that quick and no-cost call with me, and let's talk about how we can work together to get you decluttered for life faster than you ever thought possible. Have a terrific weekend, everybody. Bye for now.